five-time world champion bareback rider, Kaycee Feild. Have to say, congratulations on number 5. I haven't talked to you since. Has it sunk in? You've had a few months now since December.
Yeah, it has sunk in. It's I don't know. It feels so good. The motions that it took to win it, and when I did win it, it was just, I don't know, weight lifted off my shoulders, and I feel great. Life is so good right now.
That's so good to hear. And we're going to get into life and family and being a dad, a husband, and life on the road. But first, let's talk a little bit about this number 5, because your incredible father, Hall of Famer Lewis Feild, also had 5 titles. So did it make this number even that much more special?
You know, it does. Me and my dad, we were very competitive. You know, he's a great coach growing up, and all through my career, it was fun to talk to him and critique my bareback riding. And, you know, getting started, I remember all the advice he gave me when I was young, but it got to a point where it was kind of a competition. You know, he would, hey, you know, if you can spur this one perfectly 9 times and I can't critique anything, you know, I'll give you $20. Or there's just fun things like that. We kept it a lot of fun. And to have 5, it's awesome. And to keep the legacy going on of the Feild name, and, you know, having that number with Lewis Feild, that's a pretty special thing for me.
Can't imagine. It's incredible. And what an amazing inspiration to have, because I watched you do an interview years and years ago, but it was so neat. You said growing up, you want to be Lewis Feild, the bareback rider. And the older you got, then you also looked up to him as a dad and a husband. All of your inspiration was in one incredible man.
Yeah, I was very fortunate to be blessed with the dad that I did. Everything we did, even if it was work, putting up fence, mowing the lawn, whatever we did, we had fun. And then when we went on a camp trip or a pack trip or hunting, whatever we did, it was so much fun. And yeah, I never ever remember my dad saying, hey, you know, you should slow down in life and listen to people better. And you should do this, you should do that. To be able to become a world champion, you have to do it this way. You know, it was never like that. My dad just led by example. And I never knew my dad as a world champion cowboy. You know, just coming home, he was the best dad ever. He never talked about rodeo. He never talked about winning or losing or anything like that. It was just fun, Dad. Every time when he come home, it was game on. What are we going to do today, Dad?
And sure, countless memories from all of those years too. But when you have a moment when you're at the ranch and you think of Dad, is there that one first memory that comes to mind?
I think just joy comes to mind. When I think of my dad and there's one memory, it's just anything we ever did, we had a blast. But if there was like one particular story of me and my dad, was probably on an elk hunt back in 2008. I remember riding back to camp in the dark, and some of the best memories and best talks I ever had with my dad were, it seemed like that ride was probably 6 hours and it was probably only 30 minutes.
Oh, how old were you?
I was 20 years old. I was on my way to my first NFR, and I was kind of telling him, you know, hey, I'm gonna be a world champion. I'm gonna win the NFR. And he's like, yeah, I know you will. I know you will. He never said, well, you better practice or you better work out. You know, it was just, yeah, I bet you do. So it was pretty dang fun.
And there's nothing like
pretty good memory.
Someone you look up to and your dad having that kind of confidence in you. It's like, if he's got the confidence, that's all you need.
Exactly. And that's the thing growing up too with my mom and my dad. I don't think, even when I got bucked off, my dad was still happy for me. He was still, no matter the situation, he built me up no matter what. And he had a special way to teach and coach, but more about life actual than rodeo. So it was pretty dang fortunate and awesome to have him.
And now you're a dad to 3 amazing little ones that I love always seeing running around on the ranch and at rodeos on social media. Do you see a lot of your dad now in the way that you parent?
Yeah, I do. It's weird. It's really weird, actually.
I feel the same.
It is, because the life that my dad lived and then the life that I'm living is so similar, you know, and there's so many things. And then how I parent my kids, and, you know, and I want to be more like my dad. I think he was a very humble, straightforward guy, very honest. And I think being a parent, I think it teaches you more on how to be humble and be more present in life. And I think that's what my dad taught me a lot, with just be an example, to be prepared to be a father. And There's nothing better. The winning my fifth world title was something special. It really was, everything that led up to it. But being a dad, coming home, like I got home yesterday, I drove as fast as my Dodge Ram could drive home from Reading. I was only gone 2 days and I turn into a wimp when I start missing my family. But
Yeah.
I got home yesterday and I drove all night long. I didn't even care about sleeping. I just got home and Remy was playing with the chickens, playing with her bunny, and Chamberlain, she's playing with a full cold out in the field. And, I step back and take a moment and take a deep breath and see what's going on. And it's special. It's so fun.
It makes you appreciate life and appreciate those small moments more than you ever even knew before having kids, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Life before kids is lame.
And now life with kids and you being busy back on the road rodeoing again, what's that balance like? If you were to tell a guy's just started rodeoing, maybe having his first kid, what advice do you give him to hold it all together?
God, I don't know. I've been asked that question a few times lately. I've got to continually have faith in myself and my family and God that whatever tomorrow brings is going to be good. Don't ever stress about tomorrow or the future. You can't control it. All you can do is your best that day. And that's the same thing with life and bareback riding and balancing my career, family, business. It's I don't know, if faith, goals, and determination, I think, is what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm. I think you said it absolutely perfect. And I bet you've been asked that question multiple times because you're a guy people look up to, and you're out there and you're doing it, and your center is your family, and you could see that. You have these 5 world titles, and that's so cool, but family is the center of what you do, and just getting to know you, I've seen that, and I just think it's incredible. So thank you for being an inspiration as a dad and being out there on the road. It's cool.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Like I said, there's nothing being better than being a dad.
Give props to your incredible and beautiful wife, Stephanie, because I know she is the one keeping it all together when you are on the road.
Oh, my wife, I'm so dang lucky. I'm not kidding you. She's a great mother, a great wife, and to do everything here at the place when I'm gone and take care of the animals, our 3 wild little kids, our funny farm is what I say. It's amazing that she can get it all done and do it effortlessly. And then her 4th child, myself, I guess you could say.
The two of you make an incredible team. So as we look forward, 5 world titles. I know you've been rodeoing already this season, doing pretty well. What's the rest of the year look like for you?
So I got 2 weeks off that I'm really looking forward to. We're going to go to the lake a few times. I want to go on a pack trip. I really like to go up and I don't know, just disconnect and ride horses up in the mountains. It's something good for me before the summer, good for my soul, get my mind right. I've got big goals this year, same as last year. I have a lot of confidence built up again. It's something when you leave Vegas and you have the NFR, I should say, when you have a good NFR, it does wonders for the next year. It really gives you a lot of confidence that you can't replicate. And so I'm excited for this summer. I haven't looked forward to a summer like this for probably 3 or 4 years. And I can't wait to get going.
We sure appreciate the time. Congratulations again on that 5th world title, and good luck going for number 6 this season.
Well, thank you very much, Kate. Safe travels on the road.
Thank you. Hey, we'll see you sometime this summer. I'll see you on the road.
Yeah, the KOA parking.
Yes. See you at check-in.
Okay, sounds good.